The craft beer industry is an ever-growing industry. It is an industry of old-world techniques incorporated with modern technology, with an emphasis on local artisan craft and freshness being the paramount. In the recession, there was a lot of businesses that failed. Craft beer as an industry not only maintained, but grew into this time. So my presentation today is called Craft Beer, California's Answer to the Recession. According to the National Bureau of Economic Research, the recession was the largest economic downswing since the Great Depression. The recession began in December of 2007 and carried on through June of 2009. Craft beer as an industry, like I said before, not only maintained, but grew. And this presentation will tell you how if you support the local craft beer industry, it will not only help your local economy, but on a federal level as well. The three ways I feel the craft beer industry has influenced us positively is the creation of new jobs. Secondly, supporting of local business and taxation. In 2011, the California Craft Brewers Association did a study, and we will refer to it multiple times throughout this presentation. So let's talk about jobs. In 2011, 22,000 jobs were created from the craft beer industry, whether this be people brewing in the fermenting or packaging, or people serving in brew pubs and bars. It's a $3 billion industry, and that's split up between the 244 recognized California craft brewers. It is worth noting that in 2011, 2.9 million barrels were made, and every 100 barrels that's created, it creates another job for agriculture. Touching on agriculture and farming again, the craft beer industry purchases a lot of grain. The grain comes directly from the agricultural business, and once they're done, the spent grain is returned back to these farms to feed their livestock. It's a way to give the farmers an economical way to give their livestock nourishment at a very fair price. And also indirectly, like I said before, with the influx of purchase of grain, there's also creation of new jobs. In the manufacturing industry, everything to do with craft beer is done in stainless steel vessels. So there's a lot of metal fabrication involved, whether it be the mash tuns or brew kettles, the fermentation or serving tanks. So that's another industry that's positively affected. Construction. If you look at construction, every building that houses either finished or unfinished product, the breweries, tap houses, and other local storage facilities are also affected positively. Transportation. Things like kegs, bottles and cans, and unfinished and finished product all need to be transported. And also charitable contributions. These 244 breweries alone in 2011 contributed $16 million to the local economy. Taxation. Taxation can be broken down on the federal and state level. So in federal we have personal taxation, unemployment insurance, and specialty taxation for alcoholic beverages. If you run a business that creates beer, wine, or hard alcohol, which is referred to as spirits, there's multiple ways that it's taxed upon. And broken down to the state level, there is the brewer's tax, input tax, wholesale taxation, which would be selling at your own facility, as well as retail if you're going through a third-party distribution. And also property tax if you're already owning the place that you're serving the beer. Real estate tax if you have not yet purchased, and business income tax. It's worth noting that every 100 gallons of beer produced in California, there's a 20-cent tax on it. And whenever you purchase a finished product, whether it be 1 pint glass or a case of beer, 52% of that money that goes toward it is taxation. And in 2011 alone, $41 million was given back to the economy in taxation. So in conclusion, it is an ever-growing industry, and it will only continue to get bigger. It's making more jobs directly in the industry and indirectly in agriculture and other areas that we already talked about earlier. You're supporting the local community by purchasing product, recycling product, giving back to the community. And with taxation, you're not only going to see the benefit on the local level, state, or but also federally. This is how I feel the craft beer industry positively influences our local community. And if we continue to support local communities like this, it will not only grow our local economy, but federally as well. With that, cheers, drink local craft beer, support local, and thank you for listening. Here's my audience.
Dave Cadamatori, neighbor.
Nicolette Fleming, neighbor.
Tom Fleming, neighbor.
Nina Garcia, neighbor.
Diane Dial, neighbor.
Thank you.